We're about to take you inside two of the most dangerous neighborhoods in South America, and then into the two richest places in Argentina, Villa 31 and La Boca, violent crime zones, drug wars, improvised housing built right against highways and rail tracks, heavily policed, heavily feared, largely misunderstood, then Puerto Madero and Palermo Soho, luxury towers, gated mansions, diplomatic residences, private security on every corner, cartels and kids with no running water on one side, billionaires and waterfront penthouses on the other. Same city, two different worlds. So how can this level of extreme inequality exist on the same map? We're here to find out.
Do you brought your jacket? What? No, bulletproof?
Yo puse el GPS y me manda por allá.
Hernan was saying that he avoids this area at absolutely all costs. And the last time he was here is when they basically tried to rob him by throwing a log at his head.
A log.
And apparently we're about to have 5 armed guards.
Yeah.
That are going to be discreetly watching over us per his request, not even ours. All good?
All good. She say it's risky, but all good. Be careful, she say.
How stressed out are you right now?
So
I assume in your opinion, you actually think this is the most dangerous area in the country?
these are the most dangerous tour I did, for sure. I live in the phone, imagine.
Yeah.
She's Laura. Laura, she doesn't speak English. Do you brought your jacket? What? No, bulletproof?
Oh my god.
Give me last smoke just in case.
Last smoke just in case.
Oh my god.
He's not even kidding.
I prefer to die of this. These rules are this. We must keep on good. We must keep together. If the guys tell us, okay, don't do this, you don't do. And especially, don't go by yourself. Don't separate. Don't, because we're gonna be protected because we have these guys around. ¿Cómo va, maestro?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hernán, che, un gusto. Marco,
¿todo bien?
¿cómo va a ser la seguridad? Pues Marcos, Primo, Laura, José. Ok, vamos, listo. This is the neighborhood that take the name of this father, this bishop, okay? Padre Carlos Mujica. The immigrants, the first ones arriving to this neighborhood were people from Italy and from Poland, waiting for the right moment for working. So they used to join on this place, waiting for someone called them to do the job on the port. 1930. After this first immigration, the second immigration, it was mostly people from the north of Argentina. Since the 50s, the 60s, never stopped growing.
Chicos,
now
si
we are
quieren
in the
agarrar por allá,
neighborhood.
mira la cámara.
You can't film. When they say you can film, do it.
It's great that this feels like I'm in neighborhoods of LA, neighborhoods of New York. Every major city has these types of neighborhoods.
Yeah.
But this is mostly illegal construction. So they just built on top of other buildings.
So the houses used to be built under the highway, and because it's not legal, the government knocked down those houses that the people built, and they built for them the ones we saw back of this
¿Dónde
building.
estábamos nosotros?
These ones by the people. The ones same color by the neighbor, by the government.
This was built by the people? High
Let's
grade?
move. See how the girls play football also nowadays.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's an all girls
Love to
game.
see that.
Were these part of the houses that the government tore down because they're technically under?
They are being demolated, you know?
Because they're technically under the underpass.
Here,
So, you can see precisely
the
where
reason
they tore
they
it
did
down.
this,
So colorful. I was not expecting that.
every poor neighborhood you will see is colorful because it's a good way of giving good energy to a poor place.
Smart.
And also because of lack of money, because you pay as you can. Here it seems we are in a safe point, okay? Because it's this is like a kindergarten. And now we ask why we don't move. They know.
Oh yeah.
Pisces. I'm lost. Nice lion.
First police I've seen so far at all in the country have been twice in this area. Are you allowed to film the police and ask them questions here?
They are not very open to that, they say.
Okay.
Especially here, because they are more concerned about security.
Right.
People, move to the side. Don't fill the car.
¿Te hago una pregunta?
I just asked, isn't there a lot of police corruption? And he said, yeah, they're very dirty. Not all of them, but enough.
Take a look. Our god of football, Maradona with Messi in the cup. This is where this finish. The neighborhood is long, but thin.
Yeah.
You know?
Drive for the boop. Boop.
say more than 1,200 families used to live under the highway.
Oh wow.
This is the number they moved.
You see the top from the ATVs?
Yeah.
Like full coming out of shotgun?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is appropriate to say, but I feel more tense here than I did in Afghanistan.
So you will try a few bites of a traditional breakfast from Bolivia. Torta fritas, which is that cake. Api is a juice made of purple corn. This cost 800 pesos.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cheese in it.
Happy.
Api.
Does it make you happy?
¿Tiene
No.
queso?
Tiene queso,
I like
sí,
that joke.
tiene queso por dentro.
So apparently this is purple corn.
This is good.
Oh, I could drink this all day.
It's
That's
straight up
crazy.
corn.
I ate so much because I thought we did.
You never know if it's gonna be your last food. No, you must do it.
That's crazy good. What else is in that?
No, gracias, gracias.
Try,
Toma,
try.
prueben,
Yeah,
prueben.
that's incredibly good.
I wanted to see
We tried asking locals questions to understand what it's like living here, but everyone said no if the cameras were on.
And now we are in José's area, his neighborhood.
There's a security camera up there.
This was a shop in disguise of drugs dealers. This store, it was so difficult for the neighbors that they couldn't go out of the houses because this street, all the neighbors, they knew they can't come here. So many addicts and you're gonna be robbed. So the government, the police, they arrived, the guy is under prison, and the government took the place and turned it into, it's like a working center. Incentivation for the rest of the people to have a new job. This, they only open after the bunker disappeared, because nobody will open and be robbed to buy the drugs.
How long ago was that?
2017.
That's also the same time that they came and demolished the houses underneath the freeway.
Because since 2017, the government officially started to do the urbanization of the area.
Got it.
And last
Put
this
up
one.
cameras and now they're patrolling it
Yeah,
frequently.
and now it's a walkable street
Yeah, 'cause
with shops.
yeah,
but
everywhere
this
you
was a
look.
forbidden place.
So did the narcos, did they move to, I know a lot of them got arrested, but like the operation probably
No, the operation still works. I know,
moved to somewhere else.
but they just spread. You can find them in the surroundings, in the faraway areas. The areas I hope we don't get, okay?
Like a whack-a-mole.
Yeah. Cards and everything. This is my advice, not them.
Yeah, no, I'm filming them.
Because you never know if the car, someone is inside, you know?
Didn't think.
All the cars are tinted. You can't see nobody inside. So keep your eyes out, right?
The ones with the bikes are the ones who
Imagine that he left the Honda.
very common form of robbery here is somebody driving up on a motorcycle and just jacking your shit. Or like knife point, gun point, and
Stick on hand.
then riding off very quickly.
Now we're keeping a line and keep moving.
I'm not gonna ask.
This is a Latin flea market. You remember me very good tough times. 2002, the country was under fire. 35% of unemployment. The helicopter of the president took off after we did the demonstration.
dale.
5 presidents in 7 days. That's a Guinness record.
Why? What happened?
Because he saw that the iron was too hot. I can manage this. People was not money. They were not even printing bills. So the people was doing trueque. What is trueque? Like the Indians used to do. You give me your jacket, I give you my juice. This place born like that. We do trading. It used to be ground, and now it's concrete since a few years ago, since 17. But this was like a place where the people could obtain at last food for a hut. I don't know. Okay. Now it's official market, although it doesn't look. It was the government that made this flea market official. You must be clean if you want to work on these places. You must pay to the government. Sorry, taxes by your own. The taxes that I pay for.
And how much does it cost to have a booth here?
The empty places are too much request. So you do a line since 5 a.m. in the morning. At 9, they will do distribution of the ones forming in the line as they arrive.
It's free.
First come, first
But it's
serve.
first come, first serve.
¿Será que vamos a presentar un poco?
Ginger.
Mucho gusto.
Esteban, they want to know, quieren saber si sos el dueño solo. Primero. Sí.
Como acá son indumentaria para hombres, lo que es gorritos, bufandas, todo lo que es accesorios. Sí. Y este es un emprendimiento que tenemos acá con mi familia.
Men, gentlemen stuff like caps, like scarves.
Yeah, it's a really gentlemanly hat right there.
Más macho que hay.
This is the more male they have.
How old was he when he started working here?
Hace 17 años, hace cuando tenía muy chica edad, ella es la fundadora, es mi mamá quien empezó todo eso. Sí, yo tengo 26.
Is that his mom?
La fundadora, hola señora, ¿cómo le va? ¿Bien? Un placer.
Does he live in the area? Does he live here? Or?
Sí. Vivo en la zona de lo que es más para el bajo mundo, el barrio San Martín.
Okay.
Y acá trabajamos.
Every day he's here. Y cuando vos querés tener franco, cuando vos querés. Cuando vos quieres.
Exactamente.
So he's lived here through all the changes, right? So it's much safer and more fun now, I
Dice,
assume.
como vos.
No, mejoró bastante.
No, he's much better now.
Much better.
I used to be.
Mejoró muchísimo.
A lot.
Now, like, now that it's the way it is, does he feel safe here? Like, does he enjoy living here, and does he want to leave?
Te dan ganas de quedarte, está más tranquilo, nos incorporaron a la sociedad, no quiere abandonar el barrio.
Does he think that it's on its way to get better, or is there anything that he thinks needs to happen for
Dice que
the?
si
Depende de uno cómo se adapta al gobierno.
is how you get used to the formal government.
Just get used to it.
Malabares.
He's very smart. Es muy inteligente.
Nosotros hacemos música también, yo soy artista, soy
So,
cantante.
He's a musician.
Cantarte urbano, trap.
Rap and trap.
Oh, rap and trap?
Tenemos un estudio de música acá que se llama Forajidos Records.
Forajidos Records. Forajidos Records means the outlaw.
So is that his dream to be a musician?
¿Tu sueño es de músico? ¿Vivir de la música? He say his dream is to live from the music. Yeah. If you find him, if you want to see him by YouTube, Forajidos Records, ¿ok? Steven, capo, loco, la mejor, suerte con el proyecto de música. Igual a que ayuda a mamá, no queda otra. I wish him
Gracias.
luck with the project, but well, keep working with mother, keep helping mother, ¿eh? Buena suerte.
Buena suerte.
Muchas gracias.
What a nice guy. He was so smart too.
He was very respect. He even looks like living on that neighborhood, you know?
Yeah.
So sometimes people does previous ideas before getting a place like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a good sensation that he left on me.
It's like a booth.
That's his office up
Che, está
there?
buena, tiene onda.
Hernan, so it kind of seems like there's areas that he wants us to avoid. What is in those areas that he's walking us around?
When there is a place he avoid, because he knows it's very dangerous.
Okay.
Just that. The places they don't go because they can rob you. But he guess, because never happened to him, nobody robbed him because it's a law that you don't rob people of the neighborhood. But I asked him, what will happen if someone rob you? What will you do? And he say, I answer you that later because it was a neighbor hearing. I will not play there, and I play every week of my life since I was 11 because I play for money. I saw tournaments that people play for money.
What are they?
I need to walk tomorrow.
Yeah.
Even says Villa 31 on their jersey.
Dogs just
I
out
think
there.
that was game over.
Let's go to the other side.
Okay.
New game starting. You want to see a little bit? They go match to match, one next to each other.
Oh, wow. It's already started.
Son,
Okay.
Does Laura live in this area or no?
¿vos también, Laura, vivís en el barrio?
Sí. Vive la misma cantidad de años que yo.
This is her company, right? Her
¿Es tu
guiding
esta empresa?
company?
Yes.
How long has she had it?
Nosotros estamos ya hace 1 año y medio y somos 3 vecinos los que estamos en.
Oh, on the guide company a year and a half ago. And are they all women?
Somos 2 mujeres y un hombre.
Oh, that's all. And how does she know them?
Son compañeros del barrio, nosotros somos todos trabajadores. Yo trabajo en la feria, mi compañera trabaja haciendo catering, eventos de catering, y en un encuentro de emprendedores donde charlamos sobre los trabajos que hacemos, se dio esta idea. Como trabajamos en el mundo de las ventas y la gastronomía, surgió la idea de hacer estos recorridos.
¿Y ella es, entonces, también vecina del barrio?
Sí, es vecina también.
¿Se conocen desde chica?
No, ella está en el barrio hace 9 años y la conocí en el trabajo.
And that's probably why her tours are like food based too. So what is it like for her in this neighborhood, like being a female entrepreneur?
Yo tengo, aparte de que está hace 1 año y medio, hace 7 años ya trabajo por mi cuenta propia con mi emprendimiento. La verdad que siento más libertad. Yo tengo un hijo de 7 años actualmente, pero comencé con mi hijo de 6 meses.
¿Qué edad tenés?
Tengo 28 años. Soy re chiquitita. Comencé con mi hijo de 6 meses, entonces tener un trabajo propio me da libertad de trabajar o no trabajar por cualquier...
y cuidarlo.
Cualquier urgencia que surja con mi hijo.
Te voy a preguntar algo, entonces, ¿en eso divorciada, casada?
Me separé embarazada.
She divorced of him when she was pregnant.
Oh, wow.
So very hard for a woman of 21 pregnant, this neighborhood, to raise a child without a job. So she's a good model, I think, for the
hard-working
women.
single mom. That's decent.
Yo soy técnica química, pero nunca llegué a trabajar porque ya estaba embarazada y no puedes entrar al laboratorio estando trabajando.
¿Dónde estudiaste?
En el autogrado, técnica de autogrado. Ahí me egresé re joven, entonces...
Técnica. It's great. Of course, it's very. When I hear that, I know it's very tough. It's very difficult.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What was it like growing up as a kid to now? What change has she seen in this place?
Bueno, yo estoy en el barrio desde que era de tierra. Te puedo decir que desde que yo comencé a estudiar empiezan los prejuicios por vivir dentro de este barrio. Actualmente yo veo que ya no están esos prejuicios, tenemos muchísimo más comodidad, tanto en luz, no tenemos cortes de luz, no tenemos cortes de agua, que entre la urbanización le da otro tipo de vista y otro cambio de prejuicios, más que nada para los que son niños. Yo comencé en primaria y me apuntaban tipo vos sos de una villa. Te apuntaban y el prejuicio antes era mucho peor. Ahora, por suerte, con todo este cambio, está cambiando el pensamiento de estas personas. Y haciendo estos recorridos también, nosotros hacemos recorridos con mucha gente local y es muy radical con el cambio que se van, entran con una idea y se van con otra, y eso es lo que nos gusta, que compartan esa idea de lo que la gente es en el barrio.
It's very important what you say. Gracias. Te agradezco mucho, ¿no?
This is considered online, and apparently within the locals too, is like the most dangerous neighborhood in all of Argentina. What they also don't talk about is what's happened over the last 7 years and over a bigger period that's kind of made it a proof of concept that like if you invest time and money into an area, you can completely flip it over.
Yeah, it'll work.
Yeah, this feels like a genuine, cool, like, I don't know, authentic place to raise a family. I mean, even she's raising her kids here as well, and they're all saying they don't want to leave.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of small businesses, entrepreneurs now as well. It's great.
So it is kind of remarkable to see this, and like it makes me even want to learn about what they did to really convert it over, because I mean we've been to all these neighborhoods, even in our own city, Los Angeles, where we live,
LA.
but we don't do anything at all to try and like help our neighborhood. And here you have like multiple sports fields, volleyball courts, beautiful murals, markets everywhere, stores, like schools. I mean, every like little aspect they have, they've turned into like playground equipment. I mean, slanted walls now have like little hand grips on it for
Everything's
kids.
very clean here as well. It's whatever they did here, it worked.
Yeah, and they're hosting like football tournaments here, you know, like literally right here in just a few days. So obviously the construct of the house is a little different. They've made the absolute most out of it. So this is just like incredible to see and learn. And like, yeah, I'm sure there's a danger element as us for tourists, but it feels like as locals, there's like a code here that they keep mentioning, that there's like this code where you don't, you know, bring danger upon any of the locals.
Well, they're like a community. They're a family. They all look out for each other, and so they're looking out for us today. We're the family today.
I gotta say, this is like a very pretty place. Like even the underpass is just, or the underside of the overpass is just beautiful. Everywhere you look, painted artwork, more murals.
When we cross there, I asked Marcos, where's the waste?
Stay where you were.
What's happening there? He said, no, they were working on this, but since the new president assumed the power, he stopped all the public jobs. So this is got stuck.
Con ese estilo retro, estás interesante, como el acero, tú eres siempre tan brillante.
Muchas gracias por apoyar nuestro emprendimiento y muchas gracias por venir a recorrer el barrio y querer conocer también un poco de nosotros. Nosotros esto lo hacemos con fines, digamos, culturales, ¿no? Para que mejore el barrio y también para que tengamos más gente que conozcan, que puedan venir tranquilamente.
Y como siempre decimos, que no se nos apaguen las luces, porque cuando la gente deja de venir, entonces empiezan a encasillar.
Honestly, this seems like a great example of what like we should be doing in the United States.
Oh man.
Muchísimas gracias. Gracias.
Adiós, Laura, un placer,
Chao.
Hasta luego. I'm happy that these guys joined us. The three guys were necessary.
Oh, it was great.
In some places we were protected, especially when we were on the Bolivian store, drinking and eating. Many ones passed looking by, but once they saw them, they just okay. Was a good moment. Eh?
Yeah.
For me, it was a great experience as a guide. One more, no?
Yeah. Dude, what in the world?
You see how many cops pass? Because they know it is the right time. People start to move at things, but we're gonna do the walk.
Oh yeah, they're all
in the right
packing
moment.
up. Wait, no, is that like literally what's happening right now? Because right now it's 5:14, and everyone's shuttering up at 5 o'clock because it goes from New York City tourism to Gotham.
Wild.
At like 5 o'clock.
Let's walk.
Yeah, let's move.
You only come here at night if you're searching for different things. This street is called Caminito. Camino means way, a little way.
Okay.
And nowadays is a painter's colony because during the day they paint on the studios and then the government of the city provides them this fence so they can hang the paintings.
Okay.
And the real souvenir is to buy a painting. The houses were made in the 1880s and called like that, conventillo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 homes, 8 families sharing yard.
Yeah.
If it will be sunny day, we will see the clothing hanging and one toilet being shared. Like 150 years ago, nothing changed.
Wow.
The neighborhood is still poor. For that reason, 6 p.m. you must go.
Esa piel morena me vuelve loco. Yo me enamoré con tus bellos ojos. Ay, morena, porque me vuelves loco.
These little details. Our national hero, the father of the nation, General San Martin, remember? But the same level, Maradona, our god of football. Yeah? That was a proposal. And now take a look to the illegal way of connecting the wires.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Even Spider-Man can do that job. Okay? Riachuelo means little river, which is not only the first port of Buenos Aires, it was right here, is the most polluted river, the most contaminated river in Argentina. But you anyway can see ducks. They just get here to swim on this contaminated river. The last 50 years has been not working anymore as a port, so it's cleaning itself little by little by nature. Yeah?
Why is it contaminated?
Because of the Itineraries and the fridges, the slaughterhouses, and Itineraries this country was the main leather exporter during 300 years. So all the Itineraries, they use chemics to cure the leather. Yeah, and they threw it to the river, and also on the side, oil companies, Shell, for example. It's also the limit between the city. This is where the city literally ends. I was born in that city called Avellaneda, the national capital of football. 6 teams, 1 city. And we have a Guinness record. My team, the Red Devils, we have an enemy, 154 meters stadium, each one for more than 60,000 people.
That's crazy.
Here, it's just because of him. Because of him, we have 2 blocks of tourism, because of the colony of painters. And he passed a childhood being a porter, loading bags. When the port was working, he was nicknamed Mosquito because he was a good fighter, too skinny, too small, but punching hard. And Mosquito, on his free time, used to paint the jobs of the porters, the fires, the flats, but without a professor. Nobody told him how it was obtaining green from blue and yellow combination, and not brush, spoon, and pasta. And he did a trip to Europe because the neighbors joined money for buying him the ticket. And once he was in Europe for 20 years, he came back rich. When he came back here, he was so sad because the railway track used to run by Caminito Road, ending here on the port. Then they moved the track, so the people from those houses that nowadays are studios used to throw the rubbish on the house, on the street. He wants to return to the neighborhood what the neighborhood gave to him before. So he bought by himself pocket every house, become then into studios. He gave job to the nowadays painters, descendant of the ones of the 60s, several donations. A public school, it still works. A museum with all his shop for free. The next corner is a lactarium where the poor mothers can obtain diapers, bathings for babies, but especially milk, lactarium from milk. Yeah. Can you see the colorful corner?
Yeah.
Public dentist hospital just for childs, 24 hours open.
Whoa.
Making what the government didn't. Now the government's duty is to pay for this.
So
they maintain this working because of this painter built all this. A dream of him was that this gray color neighborhood become into a place full of colors. For the reason the houses and the stones were painted on his honor. Yeah?
Yeah.
Like he wants to give color, being a painter, to a sad place, okay?
Yeah.
That's the reason we come here with tourists, because of this man build all this. You see? I want to take you to try the best hot dog you ever tried in your life.
The best hot dog we've ever tried
it's
in
not
our
a
life.
German recipe, like the common hot dog. This is Argentinian hot dog. It's a 70% pork, 30% beef, grilled with charcoal.
Okay.
And French wood.
Have you been
French
to
bread, sorry.
Have you been to America? Have you ever heard of Costco?
No.
Costco.
Best hot dogs?
Great hot dogs.
And not a real
Very
hot dogs
cheap.
because they're boiled in water. These are ones are grilled.
Okay.
It's a way of saying that this is our national sandwich kind of hot dog.
So why are we saying this while walking so slow? This dude brought up hot dogs 8 hours ago and is kept being like, next neighborhood, next neighborhood, next neighborhood. Put a wiener in my mouth, dude.
But when the traffic is not a problem, that's really... Because this guy is brave. He knows I want to pass the worst place in La Boca. And take a look of this, because it worth it. Before showing you the very poor area, where they let that van being robbed and then set on fire, because you don't want to be here alone, me either. We can't pass this area when it's too dark. The market is only working on weekends. Okay. It's a hippie chic market.
Kentucky Pizzeria and Starbucks. Where are we? We're home. Why didn't they put our hotel here? What the hell?
What I'll tell you. Next time where you come.
Yeah, why the hell they put it? They put us in the senior center when we could have been staying here this whole time? This neighborhood, okay, this is the most lively, touristic, kind of high energy neighborhood that I've seen the whole trip. But this feels like common touristic, right?
It's a trendy area for tourism.
Is this a new area or is this like an old area that they kind of revamped?
8 years ago.
8 years ago.
And this used to be old Palermo.
Got it. Okay.
So the houses here that nowadays you see turn into bars used to be just medium class houses, cableson roads, and not tourists.
Yeah.
8 years ago, they did a subdivision between Palermo Soho, so the urban art arrived, and the Airbnb and the little petit hotels, and Palermo Hollywood, where our movie stars did their own gastronomical experience.
Got it. Okay.
So now is touristic.
Yeah, this is like a great area. I mean, you have bars, clubs,
This is what I imagined to be in, to be honest.
Oh, really? I didn't expect any of this to be in Buenos Aires at all. I didn't expect to see anything. I thought it was just going to be all old, like, European-style architecture, history.
This looks like Williamsburg, Brooklyn to me.
Ninja Turtles, Transformer.
Yeah. Is this just one guy's artwork? Ninja? Oh yeah, ninja art. That's cool. You ever heard of Art Basel in Miami? So Miami once a year does Art Basel, and they just like let street artists come and take it over. And this is like incredible. Yeah, what an incredible collection of artwork.
Look to the name of the store.
Nice, dude. That's a great store. It's like American rock classic, American SoCal surf culture, high-end designers over there.
There you are!
Oh, yeah.
I want that glizzy in my mouth.
Okay, we drove 5 minutes and went from like one of the most dangerous neighborhoods to skyscrapers.
Yeah. Dude, this smells so good. So good. I'm drooling.
See? Give it to me, I'm done.
What do I want? Chimichurri for sure.
Chimichurri.
Some onions, green bell pepper, and red bell pepper. Okay.
I don't think that's ketchup. No, it is ketchup.
Oh my god. Bruh. This goes stupid.
I don't know if I would categorize this as a hot dog.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
If this is what they have at every football game, I am an absolute football fan.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. This might be Costco. This might be Costco.
This is not a hot dog, you know, it's a choripan, but it's a way I found to transmit you our typical sandwich of a sausage.
Yeah. Each one was 3,000 pesos, which is like $3.
So
and we split, so $1.50 per person for each half sandwich.
it was $6 to feed the 5 of us.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was bussin'.
This is the neighborhood considered for the new wealthy politicians, football players, narcos. You see the sailing boats of the narcos. Tour guides, you know, that kind of people. Yeah? YouTubers. Yeah?
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You live here?
Yeah. I can't pay 7,000 square meter. Where I live, the square meter price is 1,200. And it's taking me last 8 years to finish building up. And the people who live here, they know they're in a safe place. Down in La Boca, Rambo lost his knife. Here, a robber who wants to commit crime here, place full of cameras. They're controlling everything from the post there, and they are the ones closing the bridges. The criminal need to swim as Michael Phelps does to escape, crossing the widest river of the world.
And this is a full island, right? Like everything that we're on is controlled by bridges in and out.
Yeah.
Okay. How much do you think the people that are living in this neighborhood make per year? Millions?
Yeah.
And then how much the people that live in like La Boca, how much do you think they make per year?
It's incomparable. That people are earning the minimum salary, which is 350, 400,000 pesos a month. And these people, if you want to rent here, you will need at last 800,000 pesos for renting a month. So these people could be earning more than 1.5 million, 2 million at last. That's nothing per month. They need to earn a lot of money to live here.
Yeah. Dude, how cool is this neighborhood?
Super sick. We thought we lost you guys.
But do you like this place?
Yeah, I'm so mad we're not here longer.